The other significant departure, of course, is the members in the House of Reps. There's going to be only one House as proposed in this draft. There's no Senate. And there's going to be 45 members in Parliament. Now, we did some analysis. If you have 45 seats in Parliament, you have one member of Parliament to about 19,700 Fijians. That's the proportion. In New Zealand, which also has one House, they have 4.4 million people and they have 121 members. So they have one member of Parliament to 36,000 New Zealanders. In Australia, you have 150 members to the House of Reps and 76 members of states. They have 22 million people. So you have one member of the Parliament to 153,000 Australians. In UK, you have a population of 63 million, 650 members to the House of Commons, 1 to 97,000. We've got figures on Canada, China, so Fiji still is very, very good in terms of representation. Of course, if you take Samoa and Tonga, they're different kettle of fish altogether. But they also have some quirky provisions there. Previously, let me use the last example. I think in the last example, SDL eventually won 37 seats in Parliament, from memory. Do you remember that? 37 seats. So they have a majority out of the 71 seats. So even though the leader of SDL had the majority of seats, and he should automatically become the Prime Minister, he can't become the Prime Minister unless the President says you can become the Prime Minister. So he actually has to go to the President and say, I've got these 37 people who support me, and 37 out of 71 is majority, and please appoint me Prime Minister. What this does is, it says, whoever is the leader of the political party that wins 51% or more than 50% of the seats automatically becomes the Prime Minister. Because he will. You don't need the President's intervention to appoint him or her the Prime Minister. They automatically become the Prime Minister. However, you may have a situation where not one political party may have an outright majority. So assuming you have 45 seats in Parliament, you have three political parties, they may win 15 each. Who's going to be the Prime Minister? Or you may have a political party that may win 23 seats. You need to win at least, no, not 23. You need to win at least 23 to have majority, because 23 plus 23 is 46, 45 seats. So you may have a political party that may win 20 seats, one may win 10 seats, the other may win the balance of the 45, which is 15 seats. So nobody is an outright winner. So what this then takes care of is for that scenario. So what happens after elections? There's no outright winner. Parliament is convened. The Speaker, first of all, is appointed. The Secretary of Parliament, all those sort of things happen. They organize the Parliament. The Speaker is appointed. Then people nominate names for the Prime Minister amongst that. Now this gives people the opportunity to maybe form a coalition or have talks. So the person that may be the leader of the political party that wins 10 seats may go to the political party that has 10 and say, look, why don't we form a coalition? I'll give you 5 cabinet seats or whatever it is. The horse trade. And when names are put, if somebody wins majority of the votes, that person becomes Prime Minister. But you could have, like some political parties have shown, the twain can never meet. So the first count, nobody gets majority. So you do it the second time. If nobody can again have an outright majority, you do it the third time. If after the third instance they can't do it, then you go back and have elections. Because there's nobody has won an outright majority. So we try to cater for all the scenarios that may take place. But it is hoped that the people who get elected generally don't want to go back to elections after one day of being in Parliament. So they will try and form some form of a government forming coalition. So that's what it takes care of.